fogged up. The sunrise is happening, like in a couple of minutes. I have my postcard, the postcard that started it all off. My love for travel, my love for weird and interesting places across the earth. I was probably about 7 years old when I got this postcard. 1983, I believe. It's a long time ago, guys. Yep. Young Dora had no idea where this place was. I don't know if you can see that. It's Christ Redeemer, Sugarloaf Mountain in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Had no idea where that was at 7 years old. Could only dream of where that was. Dora went there and she sent a postcard back to her uncle who sent her this postcard. That's where my love for postcards came from, and probably the start of, my developing my curiosity of where these weird and wonderful places were. So guys, we are going to see sunrise. We are shaking our juice up. And when we shake our juice up, we have to do Russian roulette, radio roulette, right? So we want a good song. We need a song that, dances. Not really. No.
Forgot you.
A nice chunk of change for you.
By the way, still 3 seconds.
Okay.
Started. Banking and loan products.
Not really getting a vibe. No, not getting a vibe from that either.
When finance. It's only at home. The high.
So the week is your Mando self-storage.
Okay.
At the last
Perspective on the
iHeart Radio Music.
Can't even find a good song on the radio, guys.
That's why we all...
I mean, that's a good song, but it's not... I'm not feeling the buzz.
We've been watching Alex.
ABC, maybe? No. Okay, we'll just do it in our head, right? We don't need music to feel the buzz. Yeah. Okay, putting the phone down, because we've got a 5-minute drive, and then we're going to see the sunrise. So if you want to be there, be there. If you don't, it's okay. I'm going to do it anyway. So putting the phone down because, well, we can't drive with it. Okay, I'm fogging up. We are fogging up. Okay, no cars. All right, guys, it is day 10 of... Oh my gosh, I just realised I left my stuff out last night. Okay, it is day 10 of 75 hard, guys. It is getting hard. My house is an absolute mess. Like, mess. I have got stuff everywhere. Like, everywhere. I'm literally coming home and sleeping, literally, nearly. The only thing I'm trying to do is fill up my bottles of water because there's so many bottles of water I've got to drink. Actually, I got a new bottle of water. I completely forgot about that. I got a new bottle of water yesterday, like a 2-litre thing, so that will hold... I don't have to carry so many bottles of water, right? I've got this. I've got so many bottles of water, right? Because I need to drink a gallon of water, 75 hard, which is 3.7 litres. It's a lot. And just coordinating that. A friend said yesterday, your water bill must be going up. And I'm like, yeah, I'm pissing it out, literally. But you know what? I reckon that all that water in me is lubricating my body so much that my left knee that I have pains in, like I have osteoarthritis, osteoporosis in it. Oh my God, yeah. And it's supposed to be classed as severe, right? It is actually not giving me that much grief. So I wonder if you keep your body lubricated. Hey Mike, how you going, buddy? I'm waving at you. I'm just having a talk to myself about 75 hard. I was just talking about, I talk about my bung knee. I've got a left knee that's got osteoarthritis in it. And it's classed as severe, right? And it doesn't give me that much grief, like it really doesn't. But, I do feel the pain. You know what? With all this water I'm drinking, I'm hardly feeling anything. Because I actually think that all the water is lubricating on my, limbs. And, the reason why I've got arthritis is the cartilage is kind of, breaking down, right? Too much wear and tear. Well, it's not really actually, no. But you know, the reason why like I'm getting pain is my bones are rubbing against each other because the cartilage is pretty much, you know, disappearing, right? So this extra water I'm drinking, I actually think it's going to my knees and like different areas of my body that's needed. So that's an amazing effect that I'm getting from 75 hard. Though just before that, I was just having a bitch about how it's really like my house is an absolute mess. I come home, I literally just quickly fill my bottles of water up, have a shower, try to pull things together for the next morning if I can. Like last night I didn't. And then I just go to bed. I'm waking up really early, ready to go. So like, it's amazing. I read my 10 pages already this morning. I've taken my progress photo. I've drinking pretty much half a litre of water already this morning. But my house is an absolute mess, right? There's stuff everywhere. But, you know, does it matter that my house is a mess? Not really. You know, let's break it down into small size things. It's not a big deal having a messy house, right? It's the weekend's coming up soon. I'll clean it up. Okay, so we are looking at the beach. We're just about to park. And I don't know, it's a bit cloudy this morning. Will we see a sunrise? There's actually lots of people out to see the sunrise and everyone's waiting for it. So we're just in time, guys, just in time, ready to go, ready to rumble. All right. Close moonroof. Hey, Matt, how you going? How is your, just finishing work? Let me show you what we're looking at here, guys. Oh, it's a bit cloudy, but that's all right. And there's lots of people out and about waiting for the sunrise. People even walking still. So yeah, it's getting lighter and lighter, obviously, in the morning. Like when I was here like a week ago, it was dark at 6 a.m. Now it's 6:03 a.m. and it's light as anything. All right. Hey, Mike, just wanted to show you my postcard. My postcard that started off my postcard love. That is a postcard that my uncle sent me. I was 7 years old at the time. It was sent in 1983. This is a relic, man. This is a relic. You can't even read that writing. It's so small. Yeah. 1983. And that is Sugarloaf Mountain in Brazil. Christ the Redeemer on top. Only a place that I ever fantasized about. I was like, where is this weird and wonderful place? Fast track many years later, I went there, hey? Isn't it amazing, you know? Anyway, let's go watch the sunrise, hey, Mike? You, me? I don't know who else is there, but it doesn't matter. Hey, Jimbo! Just in time, Jimmy. So, what are we looking? I don't know if we're going to take a jumper today. All right, guys. I take my phone, my other phone, water, another water as a tripod. Hey, how you going? Are you training for something?
Huh?
Are you training for something at the moment?
Just doing it.
With your, how heavy is your backpack?
Oh, nothing. No,
Okay.
just for the gym.
Oh, okay, right. See you, Tony. That was just my mate, Tony. He's married to a friend of mine, Cobb, a Thai lady. Okay. So guys, I was rushing at home. I didn't even put my shoes and socks on. So guys, these are my tripods, right? So guys, this is... Ah, Jimmy, are you also a 1975 baby? Buddy, we are aligned. We are aligned. It is very glassy this morning, isn't it? It's got a bit of a sway to it. So I don't know if you'll see stand-up paddleboarders today. I mean, I'd stand-up paddleboard in that. I'd probably fall in, but that's okay. Oh, you were born in 1983. Ah, okay, right. Well, I'm like your auntie then. That's a bit weird. No, I was 7 years old. Oh, mate, it works. So treat that tripod. I can't be carrying around a tripod, guys. I look weird. All right, so while that's starting to open up, I'm going to have my juice. Now, you guys know each other, hey? Mike and Jim. Jim is mainly off-grid. You guys have met before, haven't you? I'm sure you have. Don't be shy, introduce yourself. Mainly off-grid is Jim from Maine. Australia, oh sorry, I'm Australian. Mike's Adventure Sparks is from Minnesota. You're just around the corner from each other, guys. You both like fishing, guys. Mike loves fishing. Jim went fishing after my live yesterday. Did you catch anything, Jim? Okay, you guys know each other. Perfect. You caught 3. What kind of fish did you get? Going again tonight. Okay. So what kind of fish are you catching? And they're edible, aren't they? 2 large mouth bass and pike. What's pike? What kind of fish is pike? I've never really kind of heard of pike. Isn't it interesting that the phone actually takes a different picture than what I'm seeing through the lens? So I think when I'm doing the live, guys, my quality in my photo, in my lens, is not as good. But when it comes out in the live, it's a lot better. And then when I look at it in this is what you're looking at too. If that makes any sense. All right, guys, I think that's my cue to jump, right? So let's put down our tripod. Tripod 1, tripod 2, because we need 2 tripods. We need 2 tripods because we have one for the live, and then we have one to capture the live. Whoops, flip it around. All right, what's happening? Yeah, that's all right. All right. This is like my gratification, like being grateful. This is my grateful jump. Oh, someone's going for a swim. We don't need to wear these, do we? Gotta say, walking on the sand with your shoes off feels so beautiful, guys. Like, just twist and shout like you did last summer. Okay, I'll probably turn around, guys. I know you guys want to see the sunrise. I just can't help dancing. You know, I think if we all danced more, we'd be much more happier, guys. Just saying. Ah, it's a long, slimy fish. Okay, that's why I don't know it, because I don't eat it. Okay. And the bass. I don't know. I've actually had bass when I was in Brighton Beach last year with a girlfriend when I was catching up with her. It was beautiful. Very tasty, actually. How do you cook it? Oh, guys, that is stunning, guys. Look at that, beautiful. It's like peekaboo. Peekaboo, peekaboo. Now, lots of fun to catch, okay. All right, gives up a bit of a fight, does it? Guys, that is gorgeous, guys. Just there. I need to take a photo of that, guys. Just hold on, okay? Hold on. Oops. I'm still recording. Hello, my other phone. That's funny. Okay. That is gorgeous. I need to zoom in. Well, guys, I should say something insightful, right? What could I say that's insightful today, guys? Well, I'm just going to say that I'm really grateful. That's why I put my hands up in the air. You know, when I'm doing my jumping for joy, I walk to the beach, I put my hands up in the air, and I'm pretty much just saying, you know, thank you, universe. Thank you, universe, for this opportunity to stand under the sunrise and just watch it. Thank you to have the ability to, you know, jump. Not everyone has that ability to jump, I get that. Not everyone wants that ability to jump, and I get that too. But I can just say that they're missing out on the joy. Oh, let's just take that in, guys. I'll shut up for a while. Mute me, okay? Actually, just mute me. Mute this for a while and watch, okay, guys? See you, Jimmy. Happy fishing. Honestly, that is just gorgeous. It's just like coming straight at us, like make a wish. Make a wish upon, oh, look at that now. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna do another jumping for joy, guys. That's just gorgeous. I can't help myself. You guys stay there. That was a good jump, I like that. So guys, there's a couple of people in the water there, just watching the sunrise. Oh wow, look at that now. Oh. How's your day at work, Mike, going? Are you still there or are you finished now? No, you're probably still there, aren't you? Am I podcasting with Dora this morning? Oh, Mike, are you not? You're probably not watching this. Okay, would you like me to explain it? It's just gorgeous, Mike. It's pretty amazing. Okay, the sun's about to go above into that cloud, I reckon. All right, now we've got a 45-minute walk to do, guys. I'm going to put you down. I'm just going to put you down. Put you down. I'll be back. I'm just going to get my shoes, right? So guys, that's looking pretty beautiful. Oh, you're going back to work. Okay. Well, I'm going to live dangerously today, Mike. I'm going to walk barefooted because I just have a feeling I need to walk barefooted, right? I'm going to put my shoes, my thongs. See, we call these thongs, Mike. Thongs. We wear them on our feet, not up our bums. All right, stay there for a second, right? I need to put these. Whoop. Whoops, where are you? There we go. All right, guys, we're walking. Oh, that's right. I'm going to set my alarm. I'm going to set my alarm for 45 minutes. So I remember that that's my walk done. Otherwise, I could just keep on walking, guys. Like, I love walking. But if I don't set my alarm, 45 minutes, I could be walking for like days. And I actually do have to go to work. All right, guys, that was an amazing sunrise. I feel very, very grateful. Now, I wonder how cold the water is, guys. Let's see. It's fresh, it's fresh. There'll be a bit of shrinkage. Just going to say that about that, guys. There'll be a bit of shrinkage. Look at that. Look at that. Mother Nature, thank you very much. Definitely don't hate these moments of just like absolute gratefulness that this is, you know, this is my backyard and I don't take this for granted. I'm very, very lucky to have this as my backyard. All right, guys, let's walk. How long of breaks do you get, Mike? Is that your lunch break? Or you're having like a afternoon or morning break? Look at the little dog paws. And then there's my big hoofers. Gotta say, guys, something really, really nice about walking on the beach with no shoes on. Hey, Deb, how you going? Deb, look at the sunrise. Look at the sunrise. My wish for you today, Deb, is that I hope that you've had a restful sleep. And I really do hope that you've had a bit of rest today. And I know you've been very upset about your friend passing away. But I really do hope that you just remember the memories you had with him, this person, no, him. And, you know, no one can take them away from you. How are you, Deb? Hey, Deb. Do you remember Craig, Farm Cow? He jumped on yesterday afternoon. I don't know if you weren't there, I don't think. No, you were there for the platypus chasing. But then I did another video because it dropped out. And then, yeah, Craig turned up. He had just come back from a funeral, so he wasn't feeling very happy. So, but it was really good to hear from him. He sounds like he's doing well. He's been busy, so that's good. Okay, half a litre of water done in my green juice. I have my bag, my rainbow bag. I have my phone charger, and another bottle of water, and my thongs that I'm carrying in my bag, just in case I, come across something funny in the ground, and I can just wear my thongs, not the thongs that you put up your bum. Thongs you put on your feet, right? Like there, your feet. Can I just say, it feels so nice walking on the sand. So nice. And even the water, it's so beautiful. Wow, look at that. It's like a halo. A halo effect. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Yeah, Deb. Honestly, we'll never forget the people that are not here anymore, Deb. Never will. But life is for living. And, we're still living, right? You're still living, Deb. And you got to live the best life you can. So love the life out of you. Love the life that you have. Live the life out of it. That's what I'm trying to say. Live every moment. Live every moment. Enjoy it. If you can, go watch the sunrise. Watch the sunset. Smile. Be grateful. Hug a friend. Tell a friend you love them. Life is so short and precious, right? Nothing's guaranteed for either of us or any of us, other than that we are going to pay taxes and we're going to die. And, when you break it down like that, it sounds very fucking, short and sweet. But, the true reality is that we're here for a short time, not a long time. So, party up. I know we're to work, but, and, obviously, Deb, in your situation, I know that you've got some health issues and health concerns that are, really impacting your life. But even with that, and I say this in the most loving possible way, because obviously I don't have these conditions and I don't know how you feel, but just find some laughter in your life, Deb. Find something that you love, and that you can't live without. It could be just a funny movie, you're laughing. I don't know. It could be, eating fruit. Life, I think we spend so much time, stressed and, oh my God, this happened. And, oh God, this happened. And like news, don't watch the news, guys. Just saying. The news will just make you even more depressed. It's all doom and gloom. It's really sad. I'm not saying be ignorant. There's stuff happening around our world, right? But it impacts our mental health. It really does. I used to love reading the newspaper on a Saturday morning. Loved reading the newspaper. But then I realised I was starting to get a bit depressed. I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like, I'm not normally, depressed. Life is all right. What's going on? And I realised that every time I read the newspaper, the headlines were just so sensationalised. Mountain's going to blow up. 50 people dead. These are just dramatic headlines. They just really impact you. And I'm not saying that, they're not real. I mean, these things happen. Definitely happen. But when it starts affecting your mental health and, you start thinking in like headlines and like, oh my God, that's gonna happen. This is gonna happen. Oh my gosh. You know, it really is not, it's not healthy. Not healthy at all. I have a client I work with, and he is reading, you know, he watches the news and he reads these headlines, and everything is so sensationalized that, you know, he thinks, oh my God, you know, Mount Etna's going to blow up and the whole world is going to blow up and we're going to go back into the ice age. And I'm like, I mean, like, it could happen, right? It could happen. But, you know, imagine what it's doing to your nervous system. Hi, Sakis, how you going? Welcome to Thursday morning's live sunrise in Australia. It is 6:26 a.m. on Thursday morning. So, yeah, take that in, enjoy. I'm going for a 45-minute walk on the beach. And today I'm living dangerously. I'm doing it barefoot. I just think sometimes we need to feel the earth, right? Between our toes, under our feet. It's really good for us. Again, talk about depression, right? There's studies. You can Google this stuff, right? I'm no doctor or anything, right? I'm just stuff I read. I just tell you my experiences, right? But there are findings that if you take your shoes off and go for a walk just on some grass or some dirt or some sand, your mental health will improve. Like, you will feel better. Hey, it might not improve forever, but just for a couple of moments. You know, you're getting that energy from Mother Earth, right? And you just feel the power. You know, we're wearing a lot of shoes, guys, you know, with rubber and stuff like that. So no energy is getting through them. So we're not actually getting the energy from the earth. And this is medicine in ourselves, right? So I'm not the only one walking barefoot. Someone else has been walking barefoot. Someone's also been walking this way too, barefoot. That's not my shoes, that's not my feet. So yeah, I mean, not everyone has a beach to walk on, but you can definitely walk on grass. Grass is amazing to walk on. I love it. You went to the vet with my daughter to take her daughter's cat. The poor thing has a massive, oh my gosh. You helped her pay for it. Oh, Deb, that's beautiful. No one likes to see their animals, which are part of the family, hurting, right? That's a beautiful thing to do, Deb. That helps your daughter out and helps the cat out. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, like Deb, yeah, hearing that your daughter is very thankful to you back is beautiful too. Hey Dora, you can sell pictures of your feet. What on? It's all right to say that. I always joke about selling my pictures of my feet. Oh my gosh. You know what? If I did a live just showing my feet, I'd get you any money. Watch this, right? Let's see what happens. We've got 3 people on the live. Let's do a social experiment, Deb. Let's see if there's some feet weirdos out there. Are we attracting them yet? No, not yet. We've still only got 3 people. Probably go down in numbers. Can I say, Deb, how amazing this feels on my feet? It's gentle exfoliation too on my feet, like I'm exfoliating my feet. Hold on, don't hide the merchandise. Don't hide the merchandise. There we go. No, this is a better shoe. This is a better foot. Look at that. Okay, we've got 4 people watching now. Deb, it's working. It's working. Oh, yeah, your daughter could. Okay, we've got 4 people watching, Deb, now. Maybe the feet fetish thing does work. Look, my feet are getting clean, guys. They're dirty. They're dirty. They're dirty. Oh, no, I've lost them. Oh, my God, that's funny. But, yeah, there is people who have a kink for feet. And they pay big money for it. I don't know how they do it, but hey, money's money, right? If someone wants to pay to look at my feet, sure. There they are. It's weird, eh? So, Deb. Oh, I haven't even looked at my emails. Did you send me an email, Deb? About the postcard exchange. If Mike's in the background listening, he's just like, what the hell are you doing, Dora? So, Deb, you just missed Mike. Mike was here watching the sunrise on a break from his work, but now he's put me back in his pocket. I might be on in his ears, but if his ears, we're probably going, what the hell, let's just change the station. Foot fetishes and selling our feet. Me talking about my feet being dirty and they need to be washed. Hey, maybe I could do selling my feet. Anyway, stay tuned. OnlyFans feet coming up. All right, so we're coming up to Lavender's Rock. There's Lavender's Rock. I'm sure, Deb, she's only joking. Or maybe she's not. I don't know. Who knows? But hey, no shame. Deb, do you ever do deep breathing? Like, hey, Susan, how you going? Susan, how have you woken up this morning? Did you have a good sleep, at least last night? Oh, I should be careful what I say, guys, because my mum was listening to our live yesterday. I rang my mum up maybe a couple of hours later yesterday morning, after I did my live walk, right? And I was saying how I just had a beautiful morning, Mum. The sunrise was nice. I've just, blah, 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 And she goes, yeah, I know. I said, what do you mean? She goes, I watched you on your live. I went, oh, okay. Hey, Mum, how you going? Meet my friends. This is Susan and Deb. They're not here with me, but they're in the phone talking to me in the chat. My mum's probably like, when she's watching, going, who are you talking to? Who's Dora? No, she knows my name's Dora. But she'd be like, who are you talking to all the time? Who are these weird people? Are you making them up? No, Mum. They're talking to me in the chat, Mum. Like, you can't see this, Mum, but I can. And then Susan is saying, you did say she probably is listening. Laugh. Chicken Explorers. Hey, Chicken Explorers, how you going? Welcome to the sunrise on Thursday morning here in Australia. She's definitely up and ready. Chicken Explorers. I think you know Susan, don't you? Because Chicken Explorers, I met you through Doran, and I met Susan through Doran. So I'm sure Chicken Explorers and High Country Homestead Susan know each other, right? I don't need to do an introduction. Oh, there you go. You already know each other. There you go. And Chicken Explorers are from New Mexico, right? And is your name, you're female, aren't you? I just can't remember your name. Good morning. Good morning. Is it Lisa? No, not Lisa. Well, Susan, did you have a nice sleep? Rick, okay, I don't know where Lisa from. Are you married to Elisa? Rick, okay. Maybe I didn't know that. Okay, Rick, I'm Dora. Nice to meet you. I mean, I've met your chickens. I love your chickens, your roosters, they're so funny. You are in New Mexico, right? I know, I'm sure I've got that right. I've got half of it right. Your name might not be Lisa, but you are from New Mexico, right? Jess is my girlfriend, okay? Don't tell Jess I thought your girlfriend was named Lisa. No, I'm joking. I don't know. Oh, you are from New Mexico though, right? And Deb is in the background there too. Deb Warwick. She's from Spring, Texas. So she's just around the corner from you guys, Rick. Kinda. Just like Susan's around the corner from me in Victoria, and I'm in Queensland. Well, I think it's going to be a beautiful spring day here. So I'm in southeast Queensland, Rick, if you've never picked up on that. Southeast Queensland in Australia. I'm 30 minutes away from Brisbane on a good day. And this is my backyard. I live in kind of suburbia. But I have some chickens in my backyard, Rick. That's what attracted me to your page, is these cool roosters that I saw on these shorts. They're amazing. And then I see some of your lives and you're like checking up, fixing up your backyard, the chicken house and stuff like that. So Deb, Chicken Explorers are an interesting channel to watch. That's Rick. And I believe he's from New Mexico. Yes, I got it right. Cheering, I got it right. The small things, right? Small things. Yeah, I actually love chickens, Rick. We have one quail. Have you ever had quails before, Rick? Actually, Susan, have you ever had quails before? They are very interesting little animals. We used to have 7, and we learnt very quickly that they're very, very finicky, as in anything will kill them. Except they all pretty much died, one by one, or different things that happened. And then we had one left. And we went back to the breeder and said, hey, can you give us some more? Because, the poor thing's alone. And she said, look, I can give you another breed, but, they could actually attack your quail. I mean, we couldn't let that happen, right? So we didn't end up getting any more. We've had one quail for 2 years, and she is so happy. We have her in a cage, obviously, so no one can get at her, like crows and stuff. But our chickens just sit around her. They sit on top of her cage. They talk to her all day. So I think she thinks she's a chicken. She's very beautiful. I love her. And she gives us nice little eggs. I sometimes wonder, how the hell does a chicken, a quail egg, come out of this little quail? It's really funny. Yeah, they're really cute. They're really cute, but they're really finicky. They say you've got to have a box so they can hide, because they get scared really easy. Apparently they can be scared to death, literally. And I think a couple of them did get scared to death. Unfortunately, the first day we had them, we didn't realise, but the mesh on the cage we had them in was probably a bit big, and a bloody crow pecked its head through the mesh and directly got one right in the head. and attacked. And then, yeah, it was horrible, absolutely horrible. I was in my backyard and I've got a boxing bag at the back and I love kicking it, right, and punching it. And I'm like looking over in the backyard at the quails. I'm thinking, what is this red stuff running around the backyard? It's really weird. Sorry, guys, I'm being a bit graphic here, guys. But I went over and had a look. I'm like, what the hell are the chickens playing with? And then I realised that the chicken had, or obviously whatever bird pecked at the quail had, grabbed some of it, pulled it out. The chickens are running around getting gizzards, like running around after with gizzards, fighting over gizzards of the quail. And the poor quails were actually eating the quail. I was just like, it made me absolutely want to vomit. And even thinking about it right now makes me want to vomit. So, yeah, we had to clean that up and then quickly change the mesh, had to put mesh over top of that. So we learnt very quickly about that one, that birds love quails because they're little animals, right? We're not sure if I don't think our chickens did it. We don't think our chickens did it because we saw lots and lots of crows after we rewired, all hanging around the quail cage. They're very tiny. But the eggs are the eggs are a decent size. I always wonder how they come out of a quail, but apparently they do. So she's always not laying through winter like chickens. So I haven't stuck my head in there in the last week to see if she's actually started laying eggs because our chickens are just going nuts at the moment with eggs. So it's quite nice. I'm doing about 2 or 3 eggs a day. There's nothing better than your free-range eggs, right? The taste of them are so amazing. And then we also have a blind chicken. So my mum has a farm up the mountain, which is about an hour and a bit from where I live. I went to visit her last night, actually, have dinner with her after I went platypus chasing. So guys, I saw a platypus. I saw a baby platypus, guys. Deb was there. And Deb's like, maybe that's the baby that you saw when you saw them mating a couple of months ago. So previous to yesterday, when I went to Mullaney to see my mum and to see the platypus, I saw them mating. So platypuses are only found in Australia. They're the only mammal in the world that lay eggs. They're very interesting animals. I'm obsessed with them, guys, absolutely obsessed. So anytime I have an opportunity to get up to Mullaney, and oh yeah, of course, Mum, I'm going up to see you, Mum, of course, because I love you, Mum. Just because my mum does listen to this sometimes, so I've got to add that in. But the added bonus is that my mum lives in Mullaney, where there's an Obi Creek, which is a beautiful waterway. And yeah, I get the opportunity to go look for platypus while you're walking. Good excuse to get my 45 minutes in, right? And yeah, bonus when you see a little baby platypus or you see them having sex. That's just a sight. It's like a donut. They're going around in circles. It's so weird. I mean, I guess it's like dogs, right? I'm getting a bit graphic to you guys. Sorry. Change the subject. Oh, shit. Okay. Hey, Miss Paula. Miss Paula, here's the sunrise on Thursday morning for you. She's already risen. Miss Paula, how are you, Miss Paula? Ange, how are you going, Nana Ange? Ange, you have to tell us how your long weekend went. So guys, we've got some new people to the chat. We have Miss Paula Does Retirement. Miss Paula Does Retirement. I'm sure you've met chicken explorers. That's Rick from New Mexico. We're talking about chickens and quails, actually. Yeah, okay, Rick, so probably it could have been the chickens that did it, eh? Yeah, okay, well, we would never ever let our quail out with our chickens, that's for sure. Never. But now even more, never. But they seem to be really good company. They hover over her cage all the time. And they're like talking to her and they're quack, 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 quack. It's very cute. I mean, chip, 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 chip. It's very cute. So has anyone tried a quail egg before? Okay, so Nana Ange knows Rick. That's good. It was magical and relaxing. Ooh, please do tell. Magical, Ange. You can't leave us hanging there. Magical. Magical. So you were in the forest? Magical because it was magical sunrises, magical water. I mean, my imagination's going like, it could be anything. Oh, you did do a short. I have been a bad YouTube friend. I haven't seen your short. You did actually even tell me you did a short. Okay, I will get there, Ange. I will get there. I have been telling you guys that, my capacity to be watching YouTube at the moment is a lot less because I'm trying to do the 75 hard. I'm not trying. I'm doing the 75 hard, guys. I am doing the 75 hard. We have read our 10 pages this morning of our book. We've taken a progress photo. We've probably drank nearly a litre of water now. We are in the middle of our 45-minute walk, our first one, outdoors. So yeah, we're doing it. We're not drinking any alcohol. Haven't got drunk yet this morning. Though, I'm not opposed to it. A Bloody Mary would be quite nice. Don't mind the cocktail sex on the beach, or a margarita, or a mojito, or a michelada. Anyone ever had? Oh, Rick, you're from New Mexico. You're right on the border of Mexico. So, are you familiar with michelada? Anyone familiar with a michelada? A Mexican drink? Oh, Susan, again, like I said yesterday when I was walking my favourite walk in Mullaney, I wish I could just, click my fingers and bring you here. I think we would have so much fun and we, have a good old chat. Now, this is the bonus of walking with no shoes on today, guys. I get to walk through the water. So, guys, okay, so Nana Ange is saying, being in nature, it's just magical. The campfires, the fresh air, the sunsets, the sleep-ins, so I didn't see the rises. Oh, yeah, hey. Okay, it sounds like you just exactly what you needed, Ange. You do seem like you're pretty busy with your business, with your nails, so, yeah, I'm glad you had that time. Are you going to make a vlog, or are you just going to do shorts on it? So guys, I'm talking about Nana Ange Nails It. Her channel is about nails. Now, I openly have said, you guys, don't do the sub for sub, guys. It's a complete waste of your time. It'll burn your channel. You might have, 1,800 subscribers, but if those 1,800 subscribers don't care about your channel, ooh, see, this is the problem, guys. This is why I should be wearing shoes, right? Damn it. I do have my shoes with me. Maybe I should just watch the ground. Yeah, what I'm trying to say. So, I met Ange. Now, ordinarily, I would not be, following a channel that do nails. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't do my nails. I don't do my nails for different reasons. But I met Ange on a live. I don't know whose live I did meet you on, but I met you on a live and we had a bit of banter in the chats. And I believe you came to my channel and you commented a couple of my videos. So as a good YouTuber I am, I went over and, responded, and then I went over to her channel and she does nails, right? And now I did watch a couple of videos and I found it kind of interesting. I was like, oh, okay, interesting. And then she tells me, then she jumps on a whole lot of my lives. And I'm like, okay. And I'm getting to know Ange. And I'm like, She's actually a top chick. I like her. She's got banter. I like people that have banter. And she said, oh, I'm doing a live in a couple of hours. Oh no, I've scheduled one. She's doing a nail haul. And I'm like, oh my God, what is a nail haul? That sounds a bit weird and interesting. I'm half curious, right? So I happened to find her live when she was live. And oh my God, guys, I was like, what the hell is happening here? There was like, I reckon about 40 people in the house. And like, they're just all like, la, 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 blah, 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 blah. And like, they're all getting into it. And just like going on fire. She's like, blah, 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 blah. And like, it's amazing. The energy was amazing. Angie's energy was amazing. People in the comments were amazing back. Then she's like, pick your favourite colour. I'm like, my favourite colour? Oh my God, yeah, I love that colour. And she's like, that aqua. I said, oh, it's like a sea colour, like a ocean teal. And then she's putting it on these fake nails and painting them. And then it was actually really interesting to watch. So I learned something very valuable that, just because, I kind of say like, you shouldn't be following channels that are not aligned to yourself. Like, if you're not a nail channel, don't follow a nail channel. But not necessarily, guys, not necessarily. I learned a very valuable lesson that you can actually learn stuff from other channels that maybe you're not remotely, maybe you're not aligned to. Like, I don't do my nails. Why would I follow a nail channel? But you know what? I'm following that nail channel. And we've become, we're mates, we're talking, I was in her live and I actually really enjoyed it, guys. I stayed there for a good half an hour and 45 minutes and then I had to go because I had to go to work. But otherwise I would have stayed there longer. So it's interesting how you can, make friendships on YouTube. But like I continued that friendship. Like, she didn't just sub me and see you later. Because a lot of people when you do lives, they just sub you and they go in the comments, I subbed you, Exploradora, waiting. Or they put that in your comments. I'm like, what are you waiting for? You didn't even watch my video. You don't even know what my channel's about. So anyway, I just have my bee in my bottom about that kind of stuff at the moment because I'm like, don't subscribe to me, please, people, guys. Like, don't. I'm okay. Ooh, guys, what is this? What is that? Okay, they think that's plastic. I'm always looking for red sea glass, but that looks like plastic. Carol, hello, Carol. Carol, I saw that you were doing a live a couple of hours ago. Obviously, I was asleep. You were showing us your tomatoes. So Carol is another channel that I've met through lives. I've met a lot of you guys through lives, not my own lives. I don't seem to be growing on my own lives lately. I seem to be making more connections from other lives and then they come and watch my lives, which is great. So it's interesting. A lot of people think that when you do lives that you'll make lots and lots of subscribers. You might sometimes, and then sometimes you'll go through periods where you don't. So, like for example, I've met Deb through just live streaming. My friend Matt Launton, I met only through live streaming. Yeah, I met a few people just only through live streaming. It's interesting. So, it's a really interesting world. Okay, I was on a rant there, guys. Sorry. See, even Chicken Explorer follows Ange and still supports her because you know what? They've got a real, they've got a connection happening. They've got, Ange obviously, she connects well, and I love that. And that's why I think your channel will go really, really well. Because, you connect in with people. So go Ange. So if you want to check out a channel that we're talking about, it is Nana Ange Nails It. You guys can see it there. That's exactly what her actual channel's called. So Miss Carol's asking about how my 75 hard is going. I started off my live this morning saying, I was talking to Mike Adventure Sparks, Say hi to Mike, everyone. He's listening in the background. He's at work. I was saying, my house is an absolute mess, guys. Absolute sty. I came home last night from visiting my mum in Mullaney. I literally was so tired, because it makes you tired, right? I came home, I literally had a shower, finished my last bit of water off, because I got to drink a gallon of water. It was about 8:30 at night. I looked at the kitchen and went, oh my God. And then I just filled up my bottles of water for the next day. Because I have about 6 bottles, 6 half-litre bottles of water. So I'll fill them up, and then I just have to double 2 of them up. That gets me my 8 bottles, which is like pretty much a gallon and a bit. It's 8 litres. Sorry, not 8 litres, 4 litres. So I'm trying to I am drinking 3.7 litres, but probably because I don't have the 700 bottle. I'm kind of just going, you know what, easy. Just fill up 8 bottles. So I'm going to say, be honest, I feel like some days I'm like just going from one day to another. It's like Groundhog Day, because I'm waking up quite early. I mean, given that, I do watch the sunrise most mornings, and that's really good for your circadian rhythm. So like your 24-hour clock, it's really good for the first light into your eyes. That's why I don't wear sunglasses in the morning, just to get some light into the face. It helps your body clock. So around about 7 o'clock, I'm tired. I mean, I'm not going to bed, but I'm starting to feel like my body's ready to go to sleep. So it's really becoming like a good sleeping pattern for me. I normally probably get about 6 hours sleep normally, but I'm getting about 8 hours sleep at the moment, which is really good, right? I'm not weeing in the middle of the night. I'm not weeing in the bed, guys. As long as I drink most of my water by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm good to go. So I'm not really finding the water a struggle. I'm finding the organisational skills of it. Like, I've got to get up in the morning at a certain time to read my 10 pages. If I don't read 10 pages, I've got to read half of them, and then I'll go, get to the beach, do my 45-minute walk, come home, quickly get ready to go to work. At work, sometimes I'm lucky to actually be able to do my 45-minute work exercise, because with my work, I kind of do many different things. So the other day, it wasn't planned, but I was able to go for a walk around a lake, and I got paid for it because I was walking with a client. So that was my 45-minute exercise. So that kind of gave me I was ahead of the game that day, because otherwise I was having to come home. I was planning to go out and have dinner with a friend, and I was actually thinking that I might have to cancel that appointment with my friend because I had to come home and do my exercise, right, and then have dinner. But because I did my, walking in work time, I was kind of ahead of the day. So I won that day, right? But, it is not unheard of that I get home from work 6:30 at night, quickly have to do my 45 minutes, on the rebounder, and then, jump on a live that I had pre-booked like a month ago. So, and I did kind of go, why have I booked this live? But, I was never going to cancel a live, right? I really wanted to meet my friend Heather. And I just thought, you know what, just deal with it, Dora. If you want to, do this 75 hard, it's going to be hard. Suck it up, princess, and just get it done. So, yeah, I have had a bit of, I've had a bit of a bitch to my friends, like, my God, this, and it's like Groundhog Day. And a couple of my friends have said to me, hey, is it really worth it? Like, you're not going to fail if you stop, And I'm like, you know what? A messy house is not really a major problem, guys, right? It's coming up to the weekend. I'll clean it up then. So, Ange, actually, I haven't seen your nail art. So I need to see that. So Rick is actually mentioning your nail art. That is so funny, isn't it? Like, you've got Chicken Explorer's Rick, a male, saying, you should check out Ange's nail art. It's really cool. I love that. That is so nice. So basically, Rick, does your girlfriend Jess do her nails? Do you say, hey, Jess, go look at Ange's channel to get inspiration for your nails? Okay, Miss Paula's gone off for a nana nap. Hey guys, hear that noise? That means that my 45 minutes has been done. What time is it? 7:03. You know what, guys? Mr. Pelicans aren't here. Normally the pelicans are here. Deb, I know you love to see the pelicans, but they're not here. I don't know where they are today. I'm going to walk back because even though it is just on 7 o'clock, it might actually give me an extra half an hour at home to, you know, clean up the house a little bit, because I don't actually need to walk, you know, for like 2 hours in the morning, considering that I'll have to do another exercise this afternoon, right? Actually, this afternoon, I'm actually going swimming with one of my clients. And what I did last week was I actually walked in the pool for 45 minutes. I literally walked back, forth for 45 minutes to get one of my sessions done. So hopefully I get that done today too. Otherwise, when I get home from work, I will have to figure out to do another 45-minute session. I am thinking about I do Pilates on tomorrow morning. I'm doing Pilates, so there won't be a live tomorrow morning, guys. Oh, actually, I don't know. No, there won't be. Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea when I'm doing lives, guys, if you haven't kind of guessed that. All right, so I'm far behind in these chats now, guys. So Carol, you're actually being able to drink the gallon of water? That's good, mate. That's really good. I mean, you know, I am a little bit younger, so maybe, you know, just you're fitting in one session still. Like, Carol, I'm sure you did say to me one day that you're 74 years old. Like, you're doing amazingly well for 74 to even still do movement. Like, you know, and I think, well, you should be doing movement, right? At any age, right? But, you know, the fact that you are drinking a gallon of water, that's amazing. Oh, are you doing the soft version, you mean? Because I know we were talking about the 75 soft. Our friend Kelly was looking at doing 75 soft. Oh, and you're asking me about the Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh my God, I have to tell you about that, guys. So Chicken Explorer is painting his nails too. What colour are they at the moment, Rick? And can you please do a video when you're showing your chickens and just, you know, randomly just put up your nails just like that. Just go and just show us. You don't. And then people in the back, like us guys, will go, oh yeah, we know what he's doing. He's showing off the merchandise. Okay. A couple of questions there, guys. So I'll start with the first one. Ange has just asked. God, that sun is going right in my eyes. It's actually quite warm now, guys, too. Whew. Okay. Okay, hold on a second, guys. I need to strip off, literally. Okay, hold on a second, guys. You guys look at this. You look at that for a bit, okay, guys? Okay, stay. All right, let me just have some water, guys, because the whole idea of my walking is that I need to drink more water. Oh, she is warm today, guys. She is warm and I love it. Okay, so Ange is asking me about how my Bohemian Rhapsody video went. Amazing, Ange. Thank you for asking. I wish I could show you guys. Maybe I could. I don't know. Not sure. I don't have the time to anyway. But anyway, let me tell you about it. Let me turn the camera around because like the sun is going right in my eyes. If I do it this way, I'm blocking the sun from my eyes. So Ange and people, guys listening, I think you guys were around. I think it was Saturday morning. I think I was doing a live from my house. I was having breakfast and I was talking about pulling out my fancy dress box because I was going to do some filming with some girlfriends from high school. One of my girlfriends from high school got breast cancer and it's quite aggressive. And there was a call out that they wanted some, just some funny videos to basically pass the time. So I thought, you know what could I do? So anyway, long story short, because I'll ramble a lot. I got the idea to do Bohemian Rhapsody, the Wayne's World. Wayne's World, where basically there's about a 4-minute video that Wayne's, they pick up Mike Myers from on the side of the road. He gets in the car. He's got a tape in his hand. He goes, we should have some music. How about a little bit of Bohemian Rhapsody? And puts it into the old tape player. And then they just start, headbanging basically and all these different actions. So basically I got together 4 other ladies. And we did it. We made it. It was amazing, Ange. Amazing, guys. Honestly, I took like 10 hours to edit it. It was a big edit. And it took, most of my weekend to do it. But on Sunday night, I had a conversation with my dear friend. I talked to the wife first, and I said, the video's ready. How do you want me to send it? Because I can't send it on Facebook. It's too big. And I can't share it on Facebook because it'll get copyrighted and it'll get taken straight down because of the, the music. But I said, it's amazing. You'll piss your pants. And I could hear in the background my friend kind of like, hello. And my friend has had breast cancer. She's got cancer coming out everywhere. It's just horrific. But apparently it also is affecting her throat. So she can hardly talk. But, she got on the phone with me. And, it was very painful to hear her struggling to talk. But she said, thank you very much. And she just said, just thank you. So anyway, I sent it over and they watched it and they laughed and they cried and yeah. And then I sent it to my girlfriends that were in the videos and they were pissing themselves laughing. They were like, oh my God, it's amazing. Now we know why it took you so long. They kept on saying to me like through the day, like, have you done it? Have you done it? Have you done it? We want to see it. I'm like, I'm still going. They're like, what the hell are you doing? Like, why are you taking so long editing this video? Because, I want to make it right. I love editing and, it's my pleasure to make a video for someone that, needs a laugh. So, And, you know, it's really cool that, you know, it captured my girlfriends and us just on a Saturday afternoon having an absolute ball. So we had a hotted up car. So my friend has got a Mustang. It's a 2-seater Mustang and it's a V8 thing and it's, you know, loud and all the things, right? One of my girlfriends has lost her sight nearly, so she uses a cane. She can still see me face to face, but like in the distance, she's got a bit of, like I can't remember the condition, but in her 20s, she was told that bit by bit she would lose her vision. So about 10 years ago, she had to give up driving. About 5 years ago, she gave up riding her bike. But now she's quite proficient in using the cane. But anyway, we thought it'd be really funny if she was driving the car. So she's in the front seat. It's an American car too, so the driving wheel's on the opposite side to where we normally have it in Australia. So, so here's my friend Mel. She's driving the car. Well, she's kind of like, she's steering, so to speak. My friend's on the other side, basically doing the gears stick and revving the hell out of the car. And then here's my friend with her stick out the window, her cane, pretending to drive. Well, they're driving. The car is actually driving. Don't ask us how it worked, but it worked. She's driving along with the cane out the window, like pretending to walk. And how I edited it was I had the normal driver doing a massive big donut kind of thing. So I made it kind of, when it went from her using the cane, and then I cut it, and then I put my friend speeding off and doing donuts. And I put some extra, you know, noises in the background to make it sound like, you know, it was really like, woohoo! So it looked like my friend was like completely driving the car. She was driving it for like a couple of, you know, maybe a couple of 100 meters. But yeah, it was very funny. So yes, thank you, Ange. Long story short, it was amazing. And then the next question was, Deb asked, how's my sea glass lampshade going? So guys, a lot of you guys know, that's where you guys, a lot of you met me, I was walking along this beach picking up sea glass. And so sea glass. And then I was like, I need to do projects. So that was because I was walking for mental health. My friend who passed away from mental health, and I was walking for that 30k walk. Anyway, so that's where these lives have come from, right? And I just kept on going with them. You guys seem to say that, you know, why don't you keep on going with the lives? So here I am, I still keep on going. But I made a lamp shade and I haven't finished it, Deb. That's probably where we're at with that one. I kind of got a little bit pissed off with it because every time I stuck the sea glass on, it would fall off. I was using super glue, but because the lamp is like it's a concave, it's not flat, and it's hard to line up the sea glass, when it's not flat. So basically, it would fall off. So on Monday night, I did my live with Heather. So from that talk, oh, that's a nice bit of sea glass. So see guys how it's got a bit of a curve to it. I don't know if you can see that, guys. It's not easy to line that up with a lamp that's already curved too. It sounds like it would be easy, but it's not. I'm going to be honest, it's not. All right, we're going to keep that bit because that's really nice. So on Monday night, I did a live with Heather. So from those walks, I ran into a guy that showed me that he wired wrap some beautiful blue sea glass that he found when he was snorkeling out here. And I was like, I want to find some blue sea glass. And I found a bit of blue sea glass. And I probably talked about that sea glass for about 3 different lives because I was so excited to find blue sea glass. Because it's very rare, right? You normally just see the white or brown beer bottle colour, right? So I learnt on Monday night how to wire wrap. I need to get a smaller gauge wire. Morning, how you going? Smaller gauge wire, because the wire that I was using was too chunky and it was too, like I just couldn't pull it tight. So I will in my travels in the next couple of days buy some thinner gauged jewelry wire, sorry, should I say. And then I will watch my live again and watch how Heather taught me, and then we'll keep on going with that. Because I've got some ideas about wire wrapping, what I want to do with the sea glass. What do you got here, Susan? My auntie went swimming every morning and ballroom dancing several times a week. She got lots of boyfriends. She's almost not 100. That's incredible. That's so cool. Oh, hey Wayne, how you going? I'm sure you guys have made Wayne welcome. I think a lot of you guys know Wayne, don't you? So Deb's got here, have you tried developing to seal it? You mean the sea lamp? Oh, sorry, the sea lamp. My lamp? No, I haven't, Deb. Hey, thanks Wayne. I appreciate you. Sorry mate, I haven't been able to catch any of your lives. I openly tell everyone at the moment I'm probably not doing much on YouTube at the moment. I'm flat out just doing my lives because I've got to walk anyway, so I'm taking you on my walk. 75 hard has been kicking my ass in a good way, maybe I have been watching too much YouTube, to be honest. Once you start following a lot of people and then, they start following you and you supporting them and vice versa, it does get really hard and it does take up a lot of your time. So I'm going to be honest, I am struggling with that. So I'm not perfect. So if you're not getting any love from me on your channel, just know that I'm thinking about you. But, I'll get to your channel. But probably much later than now. But I appreciate you, Wayne, shouting me out. A couple of people have come over to my channel and said, hey, Wayne said to say hello. So thank you. So this is Thursday morning, 7:20 a.m. The sun is well and truly up. It is a cracker of a day. It is no jumper day today, no sweater. You don't need a sweater. It's really warm. It's absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Like I feel like I'm getting sunburnt already. So I need to bring my other wider hat. Otherwise I end up with all these freckles that my friend Mike says are angel kisses. I've got angel kisses. So yeah, if I don't cover my head a bit more, I end up with a lot of freckles. Not complaining, I don't mind them. So guys, I enjoyed that walk with no shoes on today, guys. Like I said, got to be careful because I did nearly walk on that. That is a bit sharp. And we have walked and picked up like needles before, right? So they are here. So guys, this is the man club coming past me at the moment. That's a club of guys that all strangers, and they just start walking together in the mornings on a Tuesday and Thursday morning to support other guys with mental health and just start conversation. I think it's a really beautiful initiative to get guys together who generally don't, guys don't make friends as easy as us women. So I think it's really beautiful. Morning. So yeah, that's the man walk. It's very beautiful. It's a very beautiful initiative, I reckon. So guys, that's what we're going to do, wash our feet. Okay, let's go back. we're going to wash our feet because we're predators. We don't like to have sand in our car. We have enough sand in the back of my car, trust me. All right, so let's go back up here to the showers. So this is the Redcliffe Peninsula where you can walk up here normally, but I tend to like to walk on the beach, guys. Just seems nicer, right? This is a pretty good fish and chip shop. It's quite popular. People go in the morning there and have their fish and chips even, like at 7 o'clock in the morning. And then the coffee shop next door does a cracking business. They do lots of coffees from all the walkers and runners in the morning. Okay, so now we have clean feet. Now they squeak. We call these thongs, guys, in Australia. These are thongs. Thongs. Thong. Thong, or the S on the end. Thongs. Thongs on my feet. Thongs on my feet. Now I squeak because my feet are wet. Susan, you need to get your feet out into the world, mate. I was talking to Deb before. There's money to be made with feet. Actually, Susan, how are your feet? Just saying, because, different forms of income, right? People have feet fetishes and people sell their feet pictures and they make lots of money. I mean, I've thought about it, but, I do have weird feet, but I don't care. Someone might find them attractive and pay me money for them. Hey, but Susan, do you have feet? Just a question. It's a weird question, I know. So guys, since I've got a few years here, you do have cute feet, Susan? Is that what you're trying to say? Okay, well, get them out, mate. Get them out. Miss my mouth. So a little bit of electrolytes because I'm sweating. We haven't done that much walking this morning, but it doesn't matter. We're going to be walking later on this afternoon anyway. So guys, feet, really? I do have good feet though. Ooh, well, Susan, let's talk. I could be your feet manager. I'm not joking either. Okay, guys, I just want to show you this postcard. So yesterday I was talking about postcards. And then I received a postcard from my friend Jazz, right? Jazz Nomad TV. She was on holidays in Germany and she sent me a postcard. And the joy of getting a postcard is just phenomenal. I love postcards. And now I know that a lot of people haven't received a postcard for a long time. It's very sad. You got to send them to receive them. Just saying, send them to receive them. Yep, funny, Susan. I am, you know my number. I can be your manager. Just saying. I have some, I've got some ideas. Okay, so postcard. This is the postcard I was talking about yesterday that my uncle, he was a business guy that would fly all around the world. Maybe not all around the world, but he'd go to places, right? And he had some good money. So him and his wife would travel quite a bit. They were probably, I don't know how old, but anyway, I was 7 years old. I received this postcard. If you zoom in, guys, that is Christ Redeemer on top of Sugarloaf Mountain in Rio de Janeiro. Now, in 1983, Jimbo, who comes on our channel before, mainly off grid, yeah, he was born in 1983. I was 7 years old in 1983, and I received this postcard. Now, the writing is really, really small. I mean, I could look cross-eyed and probably read it, but I don't need to. It's my postcard, right, to my family. But it's the actual act of this postcard, right? This postcard, at 7 years old, I had no idea what this place was. I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, where is this weird place? Never seen it. I mean, I was 7 years old, right? The world is my oyster, right? I'm an impressionable little kid. Yeah, so I was like, this is pretty cool. I don't know, but I kept this postcard. And he would send us postcards all the time from all these weird and wacky places, right, that he'd travel, right? And it got me thinking. So when I started traveling, like my mum's Indonesian. So I, at an early age, like I think I was about 3 years old or something, and I had a passport, right? And we would go to Indonesia to visit my mum. And we'd go through Singapore, sometimes Malaysia. So my first actual country that I went to was Singapore. And then Indonesia. Then I probably would be Malaysia, which is KL. And then, yeah, when I started getting all these postcards, it got me thinking about the world. Where are these weird places that my uncle would go to? And he'd come visit and he'd show us all these photos, like, old school photo albums and print out photos. I was obsessed. I was like, wow, where's that? I'd ask him 20 million questions. I was like so impressionable. I was like, what is that? Where is that? What is that? What are you eating? Who are these people? Who are these people you're taking photos of? Like, I was obsessed. And so, at an early age, I was just, all these things are thinking in my head, like, where are these places? They're on the other side of the world. I had no idea where Rio de Janeiro was. No idea, right? I didn't even know how big Australia was, right? I only knew my little backyard, which is a country town. So, yeah, the world opened up, TV, books. Back in the day, there was no internet, right? Travel brochures. I think I was about 18 when I went to Indonesia. And I actually came home via Bali myself. That was my first little trip by myself home. And I've talked about that trip to myself on a previous live. But, I would buy postcards and I would send them to my uncle. And then I'd send them home to my dad, or I'd send them to some of my school friends. And the act of writing a postcard was a beautiful act. And people don't do that anymore. It's a fascinating thing to do, like to actually go and physically go, you know what, I think Susan would like that picture of that bird, or that picture I think she'd like that picture, that picture would, that would be a better one for her. Or no, I reckon that would be, my uncle would like that photo. Like, you actually put thought into this kind of idea of buying, this postcard for someone. Then you'd get some stamps because, get to a post office. It was really easy to get postcard stamps back in the day. Now it's like murder to get a postcard stamp when you're on traveling. Then, you get to sit down and you write these amazing postcards, right? And you're like, dear Susan, today I went to the Eiffel Tower and it was amazing, and I got drunk, or whatever you want to write. I mean, I wouldn't have wrote that at like 18, but you're writing back these stories of your day. I'd send postcards home to my dad. So, fast forward in my 20s, I was, going to Europe for the first time, and I was so excited. Like yesterday on my live, I was talking about The Sound of Music and how I went to Salzburg, and, I did the Sound of Music tour because I absolutely love the Sound of Music movie. And then in my live yesterday, I even did a little circle, like a dance of The Sound of Music, the twirling around, like, the hills are alive with the sound of music. I love that song. Okay, I won't sing. Okay, calm down. But, I just love, yeah, anyway. So I bought a postcard of The Sound of Music and I sent them home to my girlfriends in my my street where I used to watch The Sound of Music with my neighbours. So you did that tour. Yep. Isn't it an amazing tour, Susan? Hey, how's that lake? They take you to that lake outside of Salzburg. I don't know what the lake's called, but amazing lake. The water was pristine. You walk out on this jetty and it's just like magical. And then you walk on this, through the little, I don't know, walkway where all the, I don't know what you say, but it was amazing. Okay. And anyway, I get to send these postcards home to my girlfriends that I watched Sound of Music with as a kid, right? I was about 25. I'm sending postcards home to my girlfriends that when I was little, watching Sound of Music and running down the street singing, "Do a dear, a female dear," and I sent them home to them. And I've still got some of those postcards actually of the Sound of Music. I loved that tour. It was amazing. So it's so cool that you've been there, Susan. So what I'm trying to say is that postcards are amazing. And, you know, when you actually go to, this is back in the day, when you go to a holiday destination, I would actually sort out a gift shop to find the rack of postcards to see what else I could do in this place. Like, okay, we're in Paris. What else can I do in Paris? I mean, I know there's the Eiffel Tower because everyone knows that. But you'd look at this rack and you go, that's really cool. That's a nice church. I've never heard of that before. And it's not Notre Dame, it's some other church, you know. So, you know, these are the original old, this could have been Instagram. You know, these are old Instagram pictures, right? You get inspiration now from, on Instagram, right? Of, pictures and places of these fantastic places. Though Instagram is very much filtered. They make things look really beautiful and take people's pictures out. You know, people like here's the Eiffel Tower and there's hardly anyone in the photo because they've AI got them out of the photo. So I think it's very fake. So what I'm trying to say is that postcards were the original travel brochures. It got you thinking about places to go, and then you bought them and you sent them home to family members. And fast track, it was 17 years ago now, I did a trip around the world. I did like a 6-month backpacking trip. Long story short, I went for a wedding and decided to extend it for 6 months. This is how it works for me. The wedding was in Scotland, so, it's a far away place to go for 1 week. So why not just buy an around the world ticket, right? It saves you money. So on that trip, I sent home postcards to the boyfriend I was with at the time. Lots and lots of postcards. And when I got home, he stuck them on the fridge, and there was this whole side of the fridge full of postcards. I've still got the postcards. I've kept them because they're brilliant memories for me of these places that I went. And the beautiful thing is that I've got my niece. My niece is 7 years old. I have an older niece. She's not that into postcards. She's 24, 25 now. I have sent her many postcards. She sent me 1 postcard. I'm not counting, right? I've sent her lots of them. She's just not that into it. She's in the new age, 25-year-olds or 20 eras, they're into tech and stuff. So my 7-year-old niece, I've been sending postcards home for her for a while now. And she says to me one day, now she says to me, Bibi. So in Indonesian, Bibi is auntie. Now my niece is not in Indonesian. She's born in Australia. Her sister's my sister, right? Her mum is my sister, right? We're half Indonesian. And her dad is fully Australian. But she's learnt that Bibi is auntie. So she calls me out of respect, Bibi. And she says to me one day, Bibi, why do you send postcards? Because I send her a postcard, right? And she goes, why do you send postcards? I'm like, because I was on holidays and I thought you'd like to see the postcard where Bibi went. She goes, but why can't you just send a photo on an email to Mummy? And it broke my heart. I was just like crushed. So when she's 21 years old, I'm going to remind her that story. I was crushed, absolutely crushed. So I was like, keep on sending postcards, right? So they just recently went on a trip to Europe. My niece's grandparents on the other side have bought a canal boat. And every summer, European summer, our winter, they go to Europe and they go down the canals, right? Amazing. Go them. They're retired. But she's in Europe. And I sent a message to my sister. I say, hey, your daughter asked me the question, why do you send postcards? Because she goes, because you could just send a photo to Mummy on the email. I said, do you know, that's really bad. Like, that's your daughter. You're raising a kid that thinks it's better to send, emails than a physical postcard because she knows no better, right? So anyway, my sister must have addressed that. And my niece apparently went shopping to find the right postcard for Bibi. And she sent me a postcard. Now, she came flying home from that holiday, came straight to my house to pick up her rats because she has these little rats that I had to babysit. That's another story. They're gross. But anyway. So she comes home, makes sure that they're alive. They're alive. We kept them alive. Diego kept them alive. I didn't. they're gross. But she comes flying through the door. She goes, Bibby, did you get my postcard? Do you know how my heart felt when she comes flying through the door wanting to know if I got my postcard? I hadn't got my postcard yet. And her heart nearly broke because she doesn't get the idea, because like postcards should be like instant, right? Like emails, right? So her father's like, hey, Naya, you know, it's still flying in the air. Like, she'll get it. We've just come home. You know, it takes a couple of weeks. So, yeah, that's why I love postcards. And that's why I got to share that with my niece. So I'm going to continually sell postcards. So yesterday, guys, hey, Kelly, how you going? So yesterday I was talking about an idea, to float the boat of the idea that how cool would it be if some of you guys that I know, I'm not talking about random strangers, I'm talking about, you know, people that we get to know, like, you know, like for example, you know, Kelly, teacher Kelly Tag. I know she's from the East Coast of America. She's a special education teacher. I see her content. She's not a robot. She's not a spammer, right? So if Kelly wanted to be part of my little postcard exchange, she would send me an email. My link is in my bio. Send me an email, say, hey, it's Kelly. This is my, you know, handle. I'd love to do the postcard exchange. Here's my address. Now, that address does not get shared to everyone. It's only going to get shared to 2 other people. I'm going to, when I get enough numbers, I'm going to like put all your names in a hat, in my hat, pull them out, and then I'm going to link you up. So, for example, Deb might have sent me an email. Actually, no, Susan will. Susan was going to send, wants to be part of this. Susan will send me an email. So then I'll link, pretend, you won't know this, guys, but I'll link Kelly and Susan up. I'll let them know that, like I would say to Kelly, you need to send a postcard to Susan. Susan won't know that. Susan will get some other random person, like it could be Jazz, could be me. I won't know that Susan got that, but I will know that because I'm sorting it out. But anyway, that doesn't matter. But then you get to send 2 postcards, because sometimes postcards don't come home. Like, for example, I send postcards to myself, and Jazz, my soul sister, also does the same thing. So on my 50th birthday in Samoa, I sent a postcard back to myself saying, hey, Dora, 50 doesn't suck. 50 is amazing. And guess what? 50 is amazing. But I haven't got that postcard yet. It's been like 3 months. So I don't want someone to be involved and not get a postcard. So if you send 2 postcards, you're more likely to get a postcard, or you might even get 2. Okay. So there's a few people that want to be involved. You've got to send me an email, right? And if random strangers send me an email, I don't know them, I don't know your channel, you're not going to be involved. So just saying, it has to be vetted by me. I need to know you, need to follow you, subscribe to you, know you as a physical person, as in like, you know, I know that you make content. Or like, for example, Deb doesn't make content, but I know she's not a, you know, she's not a robot. We've actually had decent conversation. You know, I know about her life. She knows about my life. So yeah, so don't be worried about privacy, because I understand that people would be worried about that. So for example, I have sent Jazz a postcard. I've sent my friend Jordan in Florida postcard from YouTube. My friend Izzy. My friend Izzy is my first YouTube friend. Her name is Izzy's Experience. She's Izzy from America. Who else did I send a postcard to? Tracy in the Wild West. I don't know. A lot of you guys probably know Tracy. Wild West. I don't know. Tracy. Love Tracy from California. I've sent her a postcard. So people do trust people to give addresses, and I've given my addresses to people too to send me postcards. So you've got to have a little bit of faith that I'm not going to exploit you. I'm obviously not going to. I'm Dora. You know me. I might send you feet photos though. Okay. And that's just a joke between me and Susan. So anyway, that was a rant. That's why I love postcards, guys. And I'm going to keep on talking about postcards. I think we need to keep postcards going, because now, in today's age, 2025, when I was in Paris in May, they are still selling postcards. Not many of them. They are, you know, I think I bought them for about €1 each. Finding a post offices are not very regular anymore. They're, you know, closing down because people don't use the post anymore. So I'm just saying, guys, if you don't use it, you lose it, like cash. I mean, I know everyone says, oh, it's so convenient putting it on the card, put it on the card, tap away. But guys, cash is cash. $5 cash is $5 cash. If you tap it on a card, $5 is not $5, it's $5.20. Just saying, okay? It's my rant about money. but like we are losing cash identity everywhere we go. Money, cash will be gone soon, right? Postcards will be gone soon. You can't even find postcards in Brisbane City anymore. Like you have to be, I don't know. I even went to a souvenir shop and they weren't selling postcards. I actually had a bit of a rant. I said, what do you mean you don't send postcards? I said, you know, like I might be Australian, but I might want to send a postcard of a koala to my friend Deb, who loves koalas, right? And I actually have a postcard, Deb, of a koala. So yeah, like, anyway, that's my rant on postcards, guys. I haven't been looking at the chat because I've been ranting, guys. When I get on a rant, I go on a rant, okay? Hey, Kathleen, how you going? So, is any hands up? Anyone interested in a postcard exchange? Like, for example, Kathleen, you're friends with me. You trust me. And I would never obviously give you guys, I mean, so only the person sending the postcard to some other people gets the address. Then those addresses stay locked in my emails. That's it, done. They never get given anywhere else. So just saying, if you'd like to be part of that, send me an email. Link is in bio. It's like I'm selling something. Okay. But anyway, I'm going for gold on it. My friend Jazz suggested another idea. She said maybe I should wait till Christmas time and we all send Christmas cards. But Christmas, I love that idea too. Jazz, love you. And let's do that too. I think we can do Christmas cards at Christmas time too. But I really want to do the postcards. It's not the same effect with Christmas cards. Postcards. Kathleen, are you in? Can you send me an email with your address so you're the first person off the rank? We can do both. Yeah, of course. We can do both. We can do both. And Jazz made a really good point. She used to have a pen friend and she used to, do you remember that old, when we used to write letters to people, pen friends or love letters? There used to be like the flowers down the, the really pretty letter page, like, oh my God, really pretty letter pads with like beautiful choreographed flowers and they, coordinate with the envelopes. How beautiful was that? So, and that she was kind of saying, well, how about at Christmas time we write letters to each other? I'm like, perfect, let's do that. Because again, how long has it been since you wrote a letter? I wrote a little letter to Susan because I sent Susan a package. And do you know how hard it was for me to write a letter? I felt like an idiot. Like I have not written a letter for so long. It's normally just tapping away on my phone, right? That the coordination of writing, and my writing is shit. I used to have perfectly beautiful writing. My dad was a teacher and he used to make us, write A, B, C, D, E, F, G all the time and write the saying, a quick brown fox jumps over the what is it? The quick brown fox jumps over the moon? I don't know. But apparently that's the saying to write all the different letters in the alphabet. So we had to do that over and over again. Like my dad was a school teacher. He made us do this. And then you'd have to do it in cursive writing. So, he just believed that it was really good skill to have to be able to write. So, yeah, anyway, that's my rant. Let me see what you guys are writing here. Last year, Susan sent 48 postcards, but only got 12 back. Everyone still received them. I apologise that they would be too busy and then sent one back. Yeah, I get it, Susan. Last year didn't get any postcards any Christmas cards. That's beautiful that you do that still. People don't do that anymore. See ya, Wayne. Oh, he's going to be live at 6 p.m. And God bless. God bless you too, Wayne. Wayne's a good guy, guys. So, guys, if, custom screen printing is Wayne, you guys should go check him out. Again, I'm not saying you need to sub him. Don't do sub for sub. Support him because you want to support him. He's a really good guy. Really good guy. He does a lot of lives, guys, and he loves to shout out community. He's always like, I'm shouting you out, Dora, shouting you out, Dora. I'm like, I can't even give him enough love back. Like, I mean, yeah, sometimes it's hard to, just because he shouts me out doesn't mean I have to shout him out, right? But I do feel obligated sometimes. And yeah, Wayne also is very religious. On a Sunday, he does a live where he talks about the Word of God. I haven't caught that one yet, but I should catch that one day. You used to make your own postcards. Kathleen, make them again. Kathleen, your acrylics, imagine them on a postcard. Please, can you make me one of those? I want one of those. Please, please. That would be amazing. Bring back postcards, guys. Let's bring back postcards. Kathleen, that can be part of your, you're selling your clothes. Sell postcards. Hey, Deb, are you going to be involved? My email is in my bio. So even Susan says, they closed our newsagents in our town. Such a shame. They had some lovely postcards. See? How sad is that? Actually, Susan, sometimes post offices actually have post offices of the area. And a really good, not scam, but a good thing that I used to get from post offices, you could buy postcards that already had it pre-saled, like it was it was already prepaid, and you could send them anywhere around the world. And so they were good value. I think they were about $3 or $4 Australian, which is about $2 US, which is not that much. It's not that expensive, right, in the scale of life. But if you buy one postcard and buy one stamp, it'll cost you about $6, which is $3.